Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to Amerson Speaks, and today we're going to be reviewing The Testament of Sister New Devil, Episode 4, Until Sadness Reaches Zero. Now, before this, Basara got stabbed because he was trying to save Mio, and they tried to attack the Masked Man, and, it didn't work. He left, he got away safe and all that good stuff, They took Basara back home and he's healing and stuff, and they're like, oh God, I'm glad he's okay, he's healing, he's recovering and all that good stuff. And then Mio tells Maria to watch Basara and handle all this stuff, and then he's conscious and he's like, oh, where's Mio and all that stuff. They go to her room and they find out that she's not there, it shows that she's in this forest, and she used this spell to like seal off where they can find her presence and all that stuff. And then the Masked Man is behind her and he's like, oh, you offering yourself up so willingly is going to make everything much better. So she gives in and she complies. He puts some cuffs on her hands, and she's like, where are you taking me? And he said, to the demon realm. And as they're getting ready to go inside the demon realm, Nanako, she comes in and she stops him. She swings at him, bounces back, he repels her. And then she's like, I can finally understand why Basara is trying to protect her, why he wants to protect her and help Mio out. In Nanako, she transforms to her hero clan form, or whatever you want to call it, and she's fighting him. She's trying to break his barrier, but he doesn't realize that she's been hitting the same spot over and over again, and he's like, oh, you're not strong enough to break this barrier. And then she gives one last swing and she breaks it, and he's like, how'd you do that? And she tells him that she was aiming at that one spot for the entire time, and all you have to do is keep hitting the same spot and it will eventually break. So he's surprised at that. They start fighting all this good stuff. He does like he brings these like demon attacks or whatever, like little spears, little orbs at her, and she's out of it, she can't fight that much longer, so he's like, you know what, you ruined my plans, anyone who interrupts with this, they will be eliminated. So he stands back, he's like Frieza and cooler. He has like this huge demonic spirit bomb, or you can call it the death revenge ball that Baby used in Dragon Ball GT. He throws that at her, and this thing is going to kill Nanako, and then and out of nowhere Basara steps in and he's like, I got this, just watch. He pulls out his sword and he hits it, and he counters this motherfucker, and he uses the banishing shift. And banishing shift can destroy anything, it can erase anything, it can send it to the zero dimension. He doesn't have it mastered completely yet, but he does stop it and he saves Nanako. And then he starts fighting the Masked Man. They're fighting all this good stuff. He grabs Basara by the throat and he's saying, oh, this is unfortunate. And, the Basara grabs his hand and he's like, yeah, this is unfortunate for you. He signals out for Maria to come in, and Maria comes in and does like a dragon fist punch to him, breaking the barrier and hitting him, right? And he's like, oh, a succubus, he should have known that a succubus was there with Nanako and Basara and Mio. So then Basara, he goes in full force, he's throwing out all these lethal attacks, he's hitting this guy, he gives him one last blow, slashes him in half, boom, the guy's destroyed, everyone's like, oh, thank God, and then Basara, he goes to Mio, he's like, it's all over now, and then Mio apologized, she's like, arigato, and as soon as she apologizes, a shadow demon comes up behind Basara and impales him. He falls down, and when Mio sees that Basara has been stabbed, she like does this shout, and it's as though she activates this power inside her that we didn't know. And then Basara gets up, he's good, and he's like, Mio, calm down, I'm okay, everything's alright now. She's in pain, she's like, I can't control this, I can't hold it back any longer, I'm using everything I can to stop this. And she tells Basara that he needs to kill her before she destroys the planet. And he says, I refuse. He says, I'm your older brother, and brothers protect their sisters, even if that means turning against the entire world. So she's like, please help me, Oni-chan. So he says, he finally masters the banishing shift, and he uses that and he saves Mio. After he does that, they're at home. Basara is resting up and all that stuff. And Nanako, she knocks on the door. Boom, 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 boom. Maria opens it up, and she only stopped by to give some medicine that they used in their clan, and since Basara has the blood of that in his body, it'll be most effective. Later on, Basara, Mio, and Maria are walking to school, all this good stuff. Basara goes to the top of the building where he finds Takigawa. He asks Takigawa, he's like, hey, are you alright? And he's like, yeah, all I know is you hit me in the sternum and you ditched me. And he said, I'm not talking about that, I cut you up quite a bit. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And Basara says, if you keep playing innocent, it will get you hurt. And this is where you find out that Takigawa is the masked man that's been the observer for Mio. And I was like, holy crap, you know. You find out who the masked man is. It's Takigawa, and Basara tells him that he's not strong enough to beat him right now. In fact, he's come to negotiate with them. He's like, oh, negotiate? Yeah. So their negotiation is that Takigawa's the Demon King. If he finds out that Takigawa failed on his mission to get Mio back, then he'll send out someone more powerful, you know, to do the job. Takigawa doesn't really want that, and neither does Basara, because he can't really go up against something much stronger than Takigawa right now. So they negotiate to just forget that the whole thing happened and continue to observe Mio, or if that doesn't work, then Basara and Maria can go to the Demon King and tell him that Takigawa screwed up and ruin everything. So they agree to that right there. And at the end, Basara asks who killed Mio's parents, and Takigawa told him that it was Zolgia. You know, he was the observer before Takigawa was, and he's an impatient man. He will make a move. And then it shows Basara's dad. He's in the, wherever he's at, Dubai, I believe, or whatever. He's on the phone with someone, and he's telling them to keep an eye on Basara and the others. You know, he says, Basara, don't get complacent while you're doing this. You know, you can't escape your past or your destiny. You know, it will always find you. And that was the end of the episode. So basically, you find out who the masked man is. It's freaking crazy. So give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Like this video and share it with all your friends if you love anime. And with that being said, I'll see you guys soon. Peace.